What for years has been almost a legend among movie fans and Quentin Tarantino enthusiasts now has an official release date, December 5th, 2025. This is the full and definitive version of Kill Bill, merging into one continuous narrative the two films originally released in the early 2000s, Kill Bill Volume 1, 2003, and Kill Bill Volume 2, 2004. The title chosen is no coincidence, The Whole Bloody Affair. For many cinephiles, those words have taken on a near-mythical status because Tarantino himself had spoken about this project years ago as his true creative vision, not two separate volumes, but one long epic film. Back in the early 2000s, Tarantino delivered to Miramax a monumental cut, over 4 hours of duels, blood, martial arts, and razor-sharp dialogue. But it was deemed too long for commercial distribution. The decision to split it in two was made for business reasons, not artistic ones. That's how Volume 1 and Volume 2 were born, each with its own distinct tone. The first more frenetic and stylized, the second more intimate and narrative-driven. Of course, splitting the movie into two also meant relying on some editing tricks. The first volume ended with a shocking cliffhanger, revealing the truth about Beatrix and her daughter, while the second opened with a recap designed to remind audiences of what had happened in the previous installment. In the full version, those elements disappear. The result is a seamless, fluid, and coherent narrative, exactly as Tarantino had envisioned it. But here's the real surprise. The Whole Bloody Affair isn't just a re-edit. In addition to the footage we already know, it will feature an unreleased 7.5-minute animated sequence. Tarantino hasn't revealed much, but it's widely believed to expand on the iconic anime sequence from Volume 1, which told the dark childhood and criminal rise of O-Ren Ishii. That segment, created by Production IG, remains one of the most experimental and beloved parts of the film. And now fans will get a never-before-seen chapter. The estimated runtime is around 4 hours and 7 minutes, in massive 258 minutes. Certainly long, but not unusual for epic cinema. Think of Lawrence of Arabia or 1900. Tarantino clearly wants this film to be experienced as a grand cinematic odyssey. So mark your calendars. December 5th, 2025. That's when Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair will debut in U.S. theaters, distributed by Lionsgate, which has acquired the rights to finally bring Tarantino's definitive vision to life. No precise details yet about international release, but given the global anticipation, it's safe to assume other countries, and eventually streaming or home video, will follow. And what does Tarantino himself think about this release? In several interviews and statements, he has repeated that Kill Bill was always meant to be one film. Splitting it into two was a necessity, not his true intention. As he put it, "I wrote and directed the whole thing as one movie, and I'm very happy to give fans the chance to see it that way, in its original form." He also stressed that the ideal way to experience it is on film, ideally in majestic 70mm or classic 35mm. For him, Kill Bill should be a total experience, an aesthetic and sensory immersion that goes beyond the home screen. This release isn't just a treat for Tarantino fans, it's a major event in recent cinema history. Kill Bill was one of the most iconic films of the 2000s, blending genres and languages: kung fu, spaghetti westerns, exploitation cinema, Japanese martial arts, even animation. Seeing it now in its unified form means not only appreciating the narrative more fully, but also grasping it as a complete homage to cinema itself, a mosaic of influences finally given its proper frame. After more than 20 years of waiting, Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair is no longer a faded promise or a collector's dream, but a real film, with a release date, a distributor, and even new content. On December 5th, 2025, audiences will see Beatrix Kiddo, Bill, and all the others once again, in what Tarantino calls his original vision, a 4-hour saga of revenge, blood, and redemption, meant to be experienced in one sitting. For fans, it will feel like watching Kill Bill for the first time, and for Tarantino, it may well be the closing of a circle that began over 20 years ago. Now, when it comes to Tarantino and Kill Bill, the line between reality and legend is always thin. For years, rumors, speculation, and even false alarms about a possible Kill Bill Volume 3 have circulated. Some reports have suggested Tarantino was working on a new chapter, maybe even involving Maya Hawke, Uma Thurman's daughter, as the bride's child. The idea is fascinating, a generational revenge story. But Tarantino himself has directly denied these rumors. There is no Kill Bill 3 in development. Even Vivica A. Fox, who played for Nita Green, has addressed the rumors, calling them more fan speculation than actual projects. No casting calls, no script drafts, no filming, nothing. And with Tarantino, a project of this scale would never stay secret for long. The only real confirmed news is Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair. Beyond this release, there's no evidence of new live-action scenes. The only new material is the animated sequence expanding O-Ren Ishii's backstory. So why do the rumors keep spreading? Simple. Kill Bill always sparks curiosity. In recent months, fake trailers labeled Kill Bill 3 2026 have gone viral, featuring stars like Charlize Theron, Megan Fox, and Margot Robbie. But these are just fan-made concept trailers, creative mashups using footage from other films, not real projects. One of the most popular, for instance, is titled Kill Bill 3 First Trailer, Charlize Theron, Megan Fox, Margot Robbie. The title looks official, but in the description it clearly states concept trailer. No original footage, no new shoot, no actual project, just an imaginative edit. As of today, the only real project connected to Kill Bill is The Whole Bloody Affair, hitting U.S. theaters on December 5th, 2025. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel to show your support. And if you'd like to keep going, here's another video from our channel that you might enjoy.